Hey guys, it's Sunday morning and this is time for another episode of Behind the Closed Doors. Now this will be our final trip to Las Vegas. Well, it will not be the final trip of course, but it will be the final leg in the trip to Las Vegas. And today's going to be very special because we're going to visit Roy's. Now Roy's is a gas station and also a motel on Route 66, and it has a great sign in front, and I really want to show that to Brian and to you guys of course. It's an awesome place and it always gives you great images, but it's also very hot at the moment. It's July and well, I don't know how long we can stay out of the car because it will be incredibly hot. Now we're in the hotel now, and to be totally honest, this was horrendous. When we came in there was a smell of urine, and as soon as we turned on the air conditioning and went away for an hour, the smell was gone. So I think it's because the sun was hitting the room all day and there was absolutely no air conditioning on. So, but if you open up the how do you call it, the faucet, water, only warm water comes out. Well, during the night the water was a little bit cold, but during the day the water is just warm, and I'm just very glad that we're only here for one night. So let's first find a place where we can upload the video from yesterday because, well, you probably guessed it, the internet, it worked for about a minute. Then we had to call the office. Yeah, the internet doesn't work. Oh, I will reset the router. And then it worked for a minute. Then we called again. Yeah, I will reset the router. Then it worked for a minute. And then we just gave up. So Anouk is now coming in. She's carrying bags downstairs, and I of course have to help her now. So we're gonna find a place to upload yesterday's episode, and then tomorrow you can enjoy today's episode. Thank you so very much, and enjoy today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors. Hey guys, we're on our way to Amboy for Roy's, and we just stopped along the road, and this will happen a lot during this trip because these are the kind of stuff that I really love. So I'm going to show you where we are now. And we're not going to eat here, but Astro Burger, and look at this. Isn't it cute? Like an old diner place. Really nice. And on the other side, I don't think we're on Route 66 yet, but we're close. So you see all these kind of places. Now this is what I love about driving here. You see a lot of this kind of stuff, and this is absolutely where I love to stop to take pictures. Okay, so we're going to continue our trip in our car, of course. And as you can see here, it's literally in the middle of the desert, very, very wide open, and a lot of small places, and everywhere there's food. And as you guys know, I love RVs. Do you see this RV? Looks pretty big, right? And it is. Now watch this. You see that Volkswagen behind it? Now you can really see how big it is. And well, I would just love to drive something like that. Really nice. It's like a house on wheel. Well, maybe it's a hotel on wheels. I think we found the night rider. Where's Kit? Okay, we found this cool little place, a little bit off the road of where we're traveling. Peggy Sue's 50s Diner. Now this is of course something you have to visit. Don't you just love restrooms like this? Awesome. Isn't this awesome? A Batman and Robin, pepper and salt. Cool. Don't tempt me. Okay, it's about 105 degrees, that's about 40 degrees centigrade, and luckily we're inside the car again with the air conditioning on, going to the old Route 66. So this is gonna be a very interesting trip. I love that trip. We always do it when we're here, and so we're also gonna do it now. And we're almost there. Guys, so we're waiting for a train, and let me see if I can show you the front. And there we go. Now in the Netherlands, when we see a train, it will probably pass in about 2 seconds, because there's like 1 locomotive and about 2 or 3 wagons. Yeah. And now if you have to go to the restroom really fast, guys, fast forward this, because this will take a while. These trains are huge. And we're still not at the end. And still not at the end. Now, if you don't hear from me again, that will probably be because we're still waiting for the end of the train. Because we're still not at the end of the train. And I don't know any jokes at the moment about trains, so you guys have to wait for the train. So as you can see, the train is still passing. And we still can't see the end. So these trains are literally humongous. And there's still no end to the train. Oh my. I'm running out of fuel. Just by waiting for the train. There we go. Now in Emmeloord we actually don't have a train station. We always make a joke. In Emmeloord, if you want to see a train station, you have to go to a very old person who has trains on his attic. And here they have very long trains. There we go. It's almost the end of the train. So that's almost over 1.5 minutes for the train to pass. These trains are really huge. So we continue our trip after this train. Okay, so we entered Route 66 at Daggett right after Peggy Sue's diner, and we're now driving. Now this is new asphalt, so this is not the old road, but we'll be there soon. And you can already see the logos on the road sometimes. So this is original, well, not really original because it looks too new, but we're now driving Route 66. Now this is what I love to find around Route 66, like the signs of motel, and there's nothing left. This is very close, by the way, to the world famous Baghdad Cafe, which is actually on the other side of the car. So this is the world famous Baghdad Cafe, the film location of the movie, and some really cool Airstreams and some old RVs. Old gas station, not in use anymore as you can see, now a roadside attraction. Awesome for photographers, just a shame there's a fence around it. The really cool thing about this road is that you can actually see that there are still people living somewhere, and then this is their neighbor, and this is really close by. So there's still people living there, and this is your next door neighbor, or at least it was. Awesome for photography, of course, really fine details and a lot of junk. You have to love this. Sometimes it's great to be a man, because this is all the line for the women's toilet and there's no line for the men. Okay, we're here in Ludlow. If you have to go to the restroom, as you saw before, make sure you don't wait for the last minute, because there's a big waiting line. Okay, it's now 111 degrees. That's almost 44 degrees centigrade. And we're not even at Roy's yet, and it's even hotter there. So this is gonna be cool that we have air conditioning in the car. Make sure to not only go to the Dairy Queen, but also to Ludlow Cafe, which is pretty cool. A little bit expensive, but that's what you can expect, of course. And next to Ludlow Cafe, you actually have something that's very similar to the movie Cars from Pixar. As you can see here. Also really nice to make some images. So we're gonna do that now, and Brian's gonna help me. Okay, make also sure that you stop at Amboy, where Roy is located. Make sure you don't need to pump gas, because it's $4.99 here. That's about $2.50 extra from a normal gas station. So make sure you pump gas before. And of course, you have to make a picture of that big sign. And there are huge signs of Route 66 on the road. And huge Route 66 sick signs. You really have to take a picture there, or a selfie, or whatever. And as you can see, ridiculous prices. These are actually European prices, guys. Wow. Okay, just past Royce you have these shoes. Now the first time we were here I think the tree was still standing up and now it isn't. So make sure you also stop here. Although it's incredibly hot at the moment, I think 47 degrees centigrade, 120 Fahrenheit. But it's worth to take a look at the picture and get back in the car in the air conditioning. Okay, we're driving to the Mojave Desert. This is actually Essex Road. So if you pass Royce, you drive on and you can take Essex Road. It's a shortcut, well it's not really a shortcut, but it leads to Vegas. And it's a beautiful road, so make sure you check it out, but make sure you have enough gas in your car. Okay, boys and girls, we're almost there. In the distance, you can see Sin City, Las Vegas. And no, I won't do Viva Las Vegas. No, not. Thank you for watching today's episode. We're gonna check into the Mandalay and trying to upload this video for you guys. Thank you so very much for watching today's episode. See you next time.